appearing to believe what you say adds authority to your words. I've never slept with anybody else while we've been together. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard a woman say that? Now you're like, dang, she said that with passion. And it makes you believe it. You know what I'm saying? In 1700 something, the Duke of Marlborough had the English army, and they wanted to destroy a French fort because it blocked the route he wanted to use to invade France. So his decoy was to capture the fort and add some soldiers to make it look like he wanted to maintain the strength of the fort. The French attacked and he let them recapture it. When they had it back, they destroyed it to keep it out of the Duke's hands. Once it was gone, the Duke marched easily into France. This was the advantage of concealing your intentions. They didn't know what was going on, right? So let's talk a little bit more about false sincerity. Besides broadcasting like a fake goal, like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you, when you go with a girl and you know you really don't, you know what I'm saying? You can use like fake sincerity as a red herring to throw people off the scent. People are likely to mistake it for honesty because they trust appearances and want to believe others are honest, you know what I'm saying? And people generally do want to believe that others are honest, but you find out that they are not, and they are withholding information. You know, appearing to believe what you say adds authority to your words. I've never slept with anybody else while we've been together. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever heard a woman say that? Now you're like, dang, she said that with passion. And it makes you believe it. You know what I'm saying? I just want you guys to identify how the power game is being played. For example, you know, emotions. You know, emotions, people try to convince you easily with emotional pressure, okay? For example, Iago destroyed Othello by appearing to be deeply concerned about Desdemona's supposed infidelity. Othello trusted his false sincerity. Don't overdo your fake sincerity, or you will arouse suspicion. You know what I mean? Like, it will look like this person's love bombing me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you in love with the chick, you want to marry the chick, and you just met her. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're doing too much. It clearly comes off as ingenuine and fake. You might actually feel like you want to be with this person, but you really don't know this person, and that further concretes the fact that it's not genuine. So to make it more effective, publicly stress the importance of being honest as a social value. Underscore your supposed honesty by revealing something seemingly personal but fake or irrelevant once in a while. Women are masters at this, guys. By default are born with this social construct that we are sugar and spice and we represent good. However, we know that this is not the ultimate truth, okay? Women put decoys to work to conceal their intentions, okay? Smoke screens. You understand what I'm saying? You know, blaming, shaming, things like this all work to this imperative to conceal intentions behind a comfortable and familiar facade, like family or marriage, good values. You understand what I'm saying? A fantasy, you understand? A smoke screen that you can create, you know, a goal, you know what I'm saying? A common, you understand, ground. One of the most effective smoke screens is assuming a bland expression and manner, you know, keeping a poker face. You understand? It lures your target into complacency, and he doesn't notice he's heading into a certain direction. You might expect skillful deceivers to be more charismatic people who use elaborate stories to mislead, but the best deceivers create a mild, low-key front. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like something, it's subtle, but you know it's there and it's in the back of your mind. You know you're being deceived, but you can't do anything about it because they don't acknowledge it. It's a smokescreen. So for example, in negotiations, like a Secretary of State might use a monotone voice, a blank expression, the repetition of details to lose, you know, those he negotiate with. Then suddenly He'd unveil a list of forceful demands, catching them off guard and intimidating them, leading them into what he wants. You need to conceal your intentions. And that's how he won that negotiation. Because let's say you're trying to go for $5,000 and you price the car at $6,000, and you let the people believe that they're getting a good deal because you settled at $5,000, but that was your mark, right? It's a smoke screen. $1,000 worth of a smoke screen. You understand what I'm saying? Be aware of it. So this goes into my next point. People use smoke screens by seemingly, giving a noble gesture. They create good feelings all around. You know what I mean? People want to believe they're genuine and miss the fact that a noble gesture can conceal other purposes, and conceal other expectations or silent contracts. You understand? A lot of people have this with their friends. You know what I'm saying? They want them to sort of say reciprocate a certain type of energy, and they give them a certain gesture, and they expect that these people are going to do the same in return, but many times they don't. You understand what I'm saying? And that's because these other people also may have put up a smoke screen like, oh, I got you the way you got me, and the whole time they ain't got you.